Good evening, Team Genesis, associates, and guests. My name is Janet Larson Meyer, and I'm an Executive Vice President with CTFO. If you've been attending these live Wednesday night presentations with us, or have been watching the recorded replay videos on our Team Genesis YouTube channel, you've probably heard me talk about how the business model offered here at CTFO gives everyone the chance to be successful. Many of you will recall one of my favorite trainings when Perry Dush, a Team Genesis leader, shared how he lives the laptop lifestyle and works where he wants, when he wants, in a way that works for him. Tonight, we're going to showcase another great example of an associate who's changing her future outcome and working her business the way she wants, balancing her job and family commitments, just like many of you. You may remember that we originally had 2 guest panelists scheduled to be with us tonight. Unfortunately, Barb Troutman, one of this company's greatest leaders, has come down with the flu and is now unable to join us, so we wish her a speedy recovery. What we do have for you is another enthusiastic executive manager who will share with you how she approaches her business, what she focuses on, and which tools she uses to get results. But before I introduce her, I want to cover a few updates with you, provide a brief business overview, and share some follow-up resources about our unique and timely business opportunity. First, we've all experienced some challenges since our new website went live. I've been in regular communication with our owners who are feverishly working to resolve all of the problems that have occurred during the website upgrades and overhauls. They completely understand the frustration among our CTFO associates that several things didn't go as initially planned. But the good news is we've resolved many of our issues, and we now have a beautiful, high-functioning website with major enhancements that's still free for all of our current and future associates. Usually, entrepreneurs have to invest their own time and money to create and maintain their own business websites. But with this company, your very own e-commerce enabled website is included at no cost. As soon as you join, you get your own impressive website that you can share with prospects and customers, loaded with information about our products, how to enroll in our program, and the ability to shop online. If you haven't already, please take a little time to navigate through your back office to have a look at the new features, functions, and trainings you now have at your fingertips. And this is just the beginning. You can expect that more industry-leading features will be added in the future to help us stay ahead of our competition. One final note on the website: the outstanding checks you've all earned will be in your wallet in just days, so we can move forward quickly without additional interruptions. Now, let's just take a few minutes to cover some of the key components of the CTFO business model that nearly guarantees your success if you go to work. Over the past several months, we've gone into great detail on these Wednesday night webinars and during our Saturday morning Zoom trainings on just about every aspect of the CTFO business model. Last month, in our Show Me the Money team meeting, Joe Malooly demystified our generous pay plan and shared in great detail how it offers everyone the opportunity to earn some extra cash or an unlimited residual income. This past Saturday, Patricia Rodriguez taught us how to host a fun and productive in-home party with friends and family. We heard great feedback from many of you who are eager to use her step-by-step guide to duplicate her outstanding success by hosting parties like that. And who can forget what Klaus Urbanek shared with us during our Zoom meeting last week when he presented a factual and compelling case for the CTFO opportunity, showing us in perfect detail how it's designed to enable everyone to succeed. If you weren't convinced before, or were a little bit uncertain as to how this program can work for anyone, you'll want to replay that webinar and share it with your prospects and associates who may have missed it. Without going back through all of that information we've previously shared, explaining why and how this program can help everyone achieve their goals for better health and improve finances, selling the hottest product in the world today, let me touch on a few reminders for our guests here tonight. First, we're a network marketing program, so you get all the benefits that go along with this type of business model. Work from home or wherever you want. Work whenever you want, in a way that feels right to you, and work with people you enjoy working with. Next, our company is solid and growing at an explosive rate. In just 3.5 years, we are debt-free and selling $2 million plus a month in products. The forecasted growth for this year, based on business trends and market penetration, is 3,000%. It's hard not to be successful when you have a great company that offers those kind of advantages and you're selling one of the hottest products in the world today with a patented feature that sets ours apart from the rest. It seems like everyone is talking about CBD these days, and we've got over 70 of the highest quality products that are priced right and 100% backed by an empty bottle money-back guarantee. Full details about all of those, including our game-changing and patented 10x Pure CBD oils, are all featured and explained on your new website. And when people go to your website to try those products, you get paid through our totally unique pay plan that's designed to give everyone the chance to make an unlimited income here. In fact, many associates earn a check their very first week in business with us. In some network marketing ventures, there's a set pay plan for the associates, but a totally different plan to make the owners rich. Not here. The guys who created this pay plan have put themselves in it, so they're paid in the same way associates are. What better proof could there be that they set up a generous way for everyone to be able to make money? They're doing it themselves, the same way we are. If you're not sure about the pay plan or want to better understand how it works, I'd encourage you to go back and watch the replay of our Show Me the Money presentation available on our YouTube channel. Okay, we've covered a lot, and at this point, it should be clear that we've got a super hot product line, a successful company behind it, and the very best hybrid compensation plan in the industry. And you have nothing to lose by getting started today. Remember, it doesn't cost you a penny to join. So now it's time to meet our guest panelist, Audra Ostoki from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. Let me begin by telling you a little bit about Audra. She's a single mom of 2 young children and works part-time job in the mornings and evenings driving a school bus. Audra can't wait to get off the clock so she can head for the warmth and safety of her home and do what she loves to do, work her fast-growing CBD business. Audra's doing what it takes each day to create a rich life for herself and her precious family. Her ambition, skills, this ripe opportunity, and the real relationships she's developed here are helping her work towards the laptop lifestyle of a flexible business with financial freedom. Audra is about to share with us why she has such a passion for this program and tell us about her successful marketing strategies and approaches to win big as an entrepreneur at CTFO. Welcome, Audra, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Janet.
Our associates, Audra, are always interested in learning how other people were introduced to CTFO, and I think that's because in part it gives them ideas on what's working to bring quality people to our program. So if we could start out, let's address how someone found you, and then Audra, why did you say yes to CTFO?
Actually, it was Barb that found me. We had met from another company, and I seen her amazing success in such a short amount of time. I decided to jump on her team and go all in and see what I could do. My why is definitely to be able to be at home more time with my boys. And eventually I want to stop driving that school bus and focus full time on this business and just go from there.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've always, the highest priority in me embracing network marketing, my big why also, Audra, was always because I wanted to be with my children. There are lots of ways that you can promote products and money-making opportunities. You've chosen to do it online and you've been incredibly successful. Can you spend a few minutes with us, Audra, and tell all of these associates on here tonight, where do you post, what do you post, and how often do you post for starters?
Well, I like to grab people's attention. I don't want to mention the company because then people want to go to you. If you leave your website, people are just going to go Google it. They're not going to want to talk to you. They're not going to want to find out more about the company. So you really want to be short and sweet with what you post and grab people's attention and get them interested so they can start conversations with you and you can tell them more about the product. I post all the time in groups. I post pretty regular, actually, at least 3 to 5 times a day in different buy and sells. But lately, I've been noticing that that's not working too well. So I've had to become more creative in what I have been posting and not the same thing over and over again, because Facebook does like to stop you and put you in jail for repetitive procedures over and over again. So you got to be really careful with that.
It was really interesting to me, Audra, when you and I spoke on Monday, when you shared that algorithms are changing quickly now on Facebook. And like you said, what you used to be doing very successfully has gotten a little bit harder. Can you share with us what you had talked about with the people you know in Facebook, what they've told you the intention of Facebook is and why they're kind of forcing us into a compliance or a box to do things their way?
Well, Facebook doesn't want us doing business unless we're paying them to do business. So you have to actually build a relationship and really start talking to somebody and communicate with them in order to have them leave you alone. If you're not building relationships, if you're just joining people as friends and throwing them in a group and tagging them, they're not going to get any information. Facebook is going to push you down further. Nobody's going to see what you want to share, and you're just going to be at the bottom. As opposed to if you go live in your groups or actually build communications, you can have like group chats now. Facebook actually honors that stuff and they push you up then in the algorithm, and people can actually see more of what you're trying to share. And you have a better chance of finding those people that are looking for what you have. And there are so many people out there that are looking for what we have. We just got to find them.
So if we could simplify this for some of our people who are trying to pick up their social media skills who aren't quite at the level that you are, Audra, in a nutshell, what would you say, what works and what doesn't work?
Make sure you start a conversation if you add somebody as a friend. Don't just leave them as a friend because they're not going to know what to say to you. You got to strike up the conversation. What I always start with is, do you or someone you already know benefit from CBD? Usually, that's an open-ended question. They're all over it because and it's amazing.
That's a great one. Is there something where you'd say, heck no, don't do this?
Yes, do not be spammy. I don't know if you all know like what a definition of spammy would be, but I got this product, you need to buy my product. Here's my link, you need to order right now. You can't just push. You got to actually see what their needs are. You got to connect with them on some level about their pain, about their financial situation, about their their freedom, anything really. You got to build that connection, that relationship. That's really what Facebook is looking for. They want you to communicate.
I kind of like that, Audra, being that network marketing is a relationship-based industry, right? We're not about a one and done or hardcore sales. We're about really, like you and I have talked about, our tagline for Teen Genesis is people helping people worldwide. That's really who we are. So I'm okay with Facebook kind of bridling us a little bit to make sure that we're serving the highest interests of the people we're connecting with. Based on the forever changing landscape of social media, you decided to venture out of your home and connect with people in person for a change. What's that initially going to look like for you?
I'm definitely going to try to get out to more markets. We have lots of local farmers markets. I want to have a little display, a tablet so people can join right there and order their products, because we're not for resale in Canada. So we got to be really careful how we promote stuff. So, and I'm also, I was brainstorming, Janet, since I talked to you this afternoon, and I want to print out more flyers and some door hangers, and I want to go door to door in my neighborhood. I know there's a lot of older generation that live around here, so I want to touch base with some of my local neighbors, and I'm also going to reach out to other school bus drivers that have their days free that might want to make some extra income. And
of course. Yeah, what school bus driver wouldn't want to follow in your lead and get themselves financially free, right?
Right. It fills up your day very nicely.
And when we were wrapping on the phone on Monday, we talked about your tagline that when you're marketing to school bus drivers could be drive your business. So
right.
I'm excited to see the graphics you could put together with that and start. That's a natural center of influence for you, Audra. So I'm going to imagine that you're going to be uber effective at penetrating those people. You're working the same. You have the same challenges, and someone like me who doesn't drive a bus wouldn't be nearly as effective. So that's great. I would expect you to be super successful. Once you figured out what works for you and you pivot into this marketing model where you're connecting with people in person, will you be sharing that success model with your team so they too can create that same kind of results?
Definitely. I really try to make everything duplicatable and easy to follow. That's really key in this industry. It's got to be easy for your downline to follow, easy for them to do, and appealing, something that's not really hard. So definitely I'm going to be sharing. I want to actually start having a couple meetings, start some of my own Zoom calls, and really start going. So that's in the very near future, for sure.
How does it feel, Audra, to be able to be a sole provider for your kids, modeling the benefits of being a business owner and being your own boss? That has to feel great.
It sure does. My oldest son's really starting to see for himself the importance of being an entrepreneur and being your own boss instead of being bossed around. And I think he's really starting to value that and see how you can get time freedom and financial freedom and really just really provide. And it's just really amazing, truly, what it can do when you do it.
Yeah, I remember when I had my small children, when I started in network marketing. Boy, I've actually raised my children in this industry. I think one of the greatest gifts that I gave them, Audra, was like a dare to dream and a dare to do. They watched mom take something from an idea to creating it into something incredible that gave us the lifestyle that we all wanted. And I wasn't relying on a check. We kind of did it backwards. We decided the things we wanted and the places we want to go. And then we figured out what it took to reward our family with that. And it was a beautiful a knit of our family energies. And I just tell every parent, like, the success that you can create under roof by showing your children how to be self-sufficient, to work as team players, play to their strengths, and let go of their weaknesses and let someone else do it. I think it really gives them a hoist up in the world to be successful individuals.
That's very true. That's right.
What are your thoughts about women in network marketing, Audra? Do you think us women have it all over men like I do?
I do. We are very valued in society. We can connect well with other women. There's so many different opportunities. We're multitaskers. We're trusted. There's so many advantages to being a woman in this industry. There's just so many different products and services, also different companies that all provide different things. It's just such a wide variety. Women could just take advantage in so many different ways and just plow through.
Right, and I tell men, don't be discouraged because we're 78% of your team. So you might as well embrace us in the different way we do business, and it's with a lot of guts, isn't it? I watch us women jump out based on what we feel and what we think is going to unroll in front of us, and guys are still trying to figure it out, so no one asks them a question where they're paralyzed and can't provide an answer. But by then we've already got handfuls of people in CTFO. Well, before I let you go, I always like to talk about people's personal story with the products. And I know that my passion for CTFO, the genesis of that began way before I actually came here with getting a life-changing turnaround with CBD oil. So when someone brought me this business opportunity, marketing CBD oil, it didn't take me long to slice and dice it, ask about 5 questions that as a seasoned networker, I knew were the things I would want to see. And then I moved in December of 2017, Audra, with the idea that I stood to lose nothing. I wasn't even sure I could do this like I did back in my earlier days, but I thought I stand to lose nothing. I'm going to use this pure product over the product I'm currently using. And we all know how this has all gone. So let's talk about your product experience. What benefits have you gained from CBD oil that you'd be willing to share with us?
Well, I actually had a life-changing aha too. I had a bunion surgery about 10 years ago. The doctor told me then, well, you're not going to be able to work until you need to retire on these feet. You need to have this done. And I can't work 8 hours on my feet now because of the nerve damage and the pain that I have, but it has dramatically reduced since I started taking the wonderful CTFO CBD oil. Like dramatically. I can actually wear shoes now. I used to live in sandals and like dogs, like really wide, loose fitting shoes. I could not walk around. Not 8 hours yet, but I'm getting really close. I can walk around the mall or the fair with my kids and not have that nerve pain. And like we couldn't figure out what it was. They did so many different tests and all kinds of different treatments, and they're like, you need therapy and this and that. I'm like, no. And I started taking the oil, and it helped. It changed my foot.
Yeah, you never know how much you need these little feet until they're starting to give you issues, right?
Oh, that's true. And seriously, if you need a surgery, do it now. But no, it's life-changing, really.
You know, Audra, one of the things it just struck me that I have observed is that most people don't choose CBD first, CBD oil. They choose meds, they choose invasive procedures that are dangerous. And then when those don't give them the results they're looking for, then they come to us for these alternative ways of healing. And you helped me think that that's kind of the way. And I know I exhausted everything before I used CBD to help me with recover from a couple motorcycle injuries. Literally had wiped out my quality of life. And it was kind of my last resort. And I bet you can relate to that with the aggravations of your foot.
I definitely can.
Yeah, us moms, we got to be able to chase after those little brats, right?
Right, exactly. They keep you on your toes. You need that beat. Like to the point where you can't even clean on your hands and knees. Like that's how bad the pain was. Like, yeah, it was insane.
Well, we are grateful for your story, and people learn and are inspired from that. And this interview has just been fantastic, Audra. You've shared great insights, and again, a healthy dose of enthusiasm and inspiration. Grateful for your time, grateful for your expertise, and grateful for your compelling story. It's truly an honor to work with you here at CTFO. Before we end tonight's meeting, I have a message for the guests here with us tonight. Please get back to the person who invited you on this webinar and say yes to this no risk, no cost opportunity offering the hottest products in the world today with your own free website. Start by ordering your first product, getting set up on an auto ship, and then talking to people you know and people you meet that need a health or financial breakthrough. There's a lot of support here at Team Genesis, and we hope you'll take advantage of that with us. 2 final announcements. As a reminder, I hope you'll join us again this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern for our weekly training. Our trainers will be Roland Rascon and Klaus Urbanek. And we'd love the chance to meet all of you in person at our first Success Saturday event on March 23rd with 5 top trainers in beautiful Tempe, Arizona. Exciting details, including an Eventbrite link where you can purchase your ticket for just $10, can be found at the bottom of your weekly emails. Seating is limited, so buy yours tonight and get some for your team members and future team members too before it fills up. Thank you, Audra. Thank you, Klaus. Thanks to all of you for being with us tonight. Good night and God bless.
Good night.